Now then, he's spending all morning with the zookeepers who are currently in lockdown. So whereabouts are you now, Dr. Scott?
Oh! Wow! So, funnily enough, I've moved from the lion enclosure to the rhinos.
My God.
These are two absolutely beautiful eastern black rhinos who have obnoxious table manners. I'm going to let you go. There you go. Have that. They're mum and daughter. They're two of only thought about 5,000 of this endangered animal back in Africa. Incredible animals. It's so nice, and what we're so glad about is to be able to be invited here to Port Lympne, to be able to show all of you at home. We know that you are lamenting not being able to come to wonderful places like this around the UK, so we want to beam it into your home. Look at those absolutely majestic and gorgeous creatures. Joining me today is Managing Director of the whole park, Tony. Thank you so much for the invite today.
Thanks for coming.
So tell us, first of all, so the names of these two beautiful creatures behind me.
So we have Kasima and Malawi. Kasima is the mum, and she's about 8 years old. And Malawi is the daughter. She's about 2 years old.
Right.
And as you say, they are endangered eastern black rhino, and yeah, they've been here since birth.
Now, I know one of the key things of Port Lympne is about breeding endangered animals and then repatriating them back to the wild. So you've actually done that with some rhinos, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been very successful, actually. We've sent about 8 of these back to the wild so far, mostly into Tanzania. And from that, we know of 25 calves that have been born, and we're pretty certain that that's allowed about 60 descendants from those 25 calves. So, yeah, we're pretty successful in rewilding.
Incredible track record. Yeah. That's unbelievable. And now I should also introduce the viewers to there's some pretty naughty little creatures behind cameraman Steve. This is a black, and there's also some gold howler monkeys in there, but also there's a number of very special primates here at the park, which also, Tony, have had the opportunity to be able to go back to Africa.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're very well known for our rewilding of western lowland gorillas. We manage 1 million acres in the Congo and Gabon, and over the years we've sent over 70 of those back to the wild, and of course they've bred over there as well. So we manage those facilities over there, and yeah, it's one of our most successful breeding programs.
And as far as COVID-19, obviously, very sadly, there isn't any visitors here.
Yeah.
You do work as a charity. So how have you had to control, obviously, visitors from protection of humans, but also to the animals as regards to the virus?
Yeah, well, as you say, I mean, it costs us about £1.5 million a year just to feed the animals. Our keepers can't be furloughed because they have to be here to look after the animals, obviously. Yes. These guys here eat about 25 kilograms of food a day each. So,
you can tell by the size of their back ends as they're walking away from us there, can't you?
Yeah, they're pretty chunky animals, aren't they? But so yeah, we've had to close the parks, and that's our source of income for not only feeding and looking after the animals, but also continuing with all our rewilding programs back to the wild. So we've been asking people for donations. We're a charity. We don't have any shareholders, so if people can help us, then they can visit our website, which is the aspinallfoundation.org. Look at the care packages on there, or simply donate some money.
Give him the branch!
We've had some great support.
You just teased him. You brought them back. Give him the branch.
We've had Morrison's help us out. We've had the Pig Hotel help us out locally. So, yeah, as much support as we can get, we're asking for.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think care packages, thank you so much, Tony, for inviting us here today.
You're welcome.
It is such a lovely thing to be doing, to be looking after these lovely rhinos. And right now, going to do a little cooking segment. There you go, girls. And they're making a lot of noise. They're a little bit like you two back in the studio when you sort of fed food, you know, like really quite noisy eaters and quite hungry.
Yeah, but not teased within an inch of our lives.
Which one's Holly? I don't know.
They're both wandering off. They wandered off there, and he waved that and brought them back and then kept it in.
I know.
I'm not having any of that.
They are gorgeous. It's extraordinary to see rhinos like that, isn't it? So close up. And
have they got giraffes there?
Yeah. Yes, there's giraffes here. There's like all sorts of different creatures. It's unbelievable. There's so many here, and you've got a beautiful expanse, as you can see across this. So
stunning.
You can actually drive around the park, and you can also like feel like you're at a proper safari. So there isn't the proper sort of enclosures. It's really open, very free here, and the animals seem incredibly happy, just missing all the guests.
Yeah, and how far are the giraffes?
He wants you to go see the giraffes.
Do you want me to go and see a giraffe?
Are you allowed?
I'll go and see it for you, Phil. If you want me to see a giraffe.
Yes.
Of course. Well, I've got the boss here. He's saying yes. So yeah,
Perfect.
Can we go see the giraffe?
We'll go see a giraffe.
Yeah, go and see the giraffe.
All right, I'll see you in a bit with some giraffes.
Yeah, good.
All right.
OK.
See you soon. You're like a child.
We'll find some room in the show later on and we'll see the giraffes.
All right, see you in a bit. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Now then, you happy now?
Yeah.
Good.